Hey Dom, this is Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into something that a lot of people believe to be Jungkook and Justin Bieber talking to each other, and why some fans are angry about this. I definitely want to discuss and talk about this. I also want to get into Jungkook flashing his privates on TV and what the reaction to that was. I think a lot of people were freaking out. So grab your dumpling, a tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into today is what is going on with Jungkook and Justin Bieber. So if you aren't aware, Jungkook is an extremely big fan of Justin Bieber. Jungkook very often sings Justin's songs and allegedly was one of the many idols that inspired Jungkook to keep going as a singer. I think they do have similar vocal styles. Justin's voice is very pop and soulful, and I think Jungkook is as well. I think this was during Zach Sang's interview with BTS. I think Zach asked something along the lines of ARMY's dreaming about a Justin Bieber collab and the possibility. ARM went on and said it's not a dream, basically saying it's okay for us to get our hopes up for something like this, because if you didn't know, BTS and Justin Bieber are in the same company, so they do have contact with each other. And I think BTS wants Justin to make the first move, and even invited Justin to Korea. Now I think they're all big fans of Justin, but I think Jungkook is just the biggest and probably has more to say to Justin. I don't know, just how I feel. But it's very likely that they do have their phone numbers and that they're just getting to know each other and all that stuff. So apparently during a recent V-Live where all of our boys were together, we haven't had a V-Live like this in such a long time. It seems like such a rare treat to have a V-Live in general, but even rarer to have them all together, answering our questions and talking to us. While everyone else was doing their own thing, you saw Jungkook on his phone doing his thing. And there was a moment where he was reading something and started smiling. Now, when Jungkook smiles at anything, we ARMYs feel intense, how you say, jealousy. Like, who is making our baby smile and why is it not us? A lot of people think that he was maybe on Weverse or was on the live stream comments and read some funny things. ARMYs tend to be pretty funny, and there's always cute and funny jokes going on in the stream. Like the whole thing ARMYs like to do, which is say, look behind you and pretend there's a ghost when in reality there is no ghost. So maybe Jungkook saw something like that and started laughing. Funny enough, and strangely enough, the internet began to be filled with comments that Jungkook must have been texting someone. Not that he saw a meme or funny comment, but he must have been texting someone, because apparently people smile when they get text messages. I get people telling me to go die. That's why I never read my text messages. But anyway, for some reason, I guess the reason I mentioned earlier, like being in the same company and everything, that people thought that Jungkook was texting Justin Bieber. And Justin said something funny. People online were saying things like this. Some people saying that Jungkook got a text from Justin. I'm going crazy. I think it's crazy that people came up with this conclusion and literally no evidence of that. He could literally be texting his mom, or it could be one of his friends from GOT7, or it could be me texting him. Why y'all assume it's the Biebs? But it seems to be getting closer and closer to this idea that BTS or Jungkook might do a collab with Bieber. I think they're both down with the idea, and maybe they're even talking to each other. Now it's up to the point where I think they both just need to send each other a track or something, and then it'll happen. Do I believe Jungkook and Bieber are talking? My honest answer is no. At least not yet. Because I just don't think they have enough in common aside from music, and the thing Bieber might be passionate about isn't what Jungkook would be. I think cultures are so different, and Justin is in a different place in his life. I personally feel like I have more in common with Jungkook, just saying. I'm kidding. But the theory goes a little bit deeper. If this was true, this wouldn't be the first time allegedly Justin has done this. He sometimes hops on celebrity live streams and talks to them and leaves cute comments. He apparently left a comment on Billie Eilish's stream saying love you so much, and also on Charli D'Amelio's stream asking her to check her DMs or something, which is so weird. What does he want with a TikToker? So people assumed that maybe Justin was watching BTS's V-Live and decided to quietly send a little message, because maybe he didn't have a V-Live account to comment, or even if he went ahead and made one to comment, it wouldn't be a verified account, so BTS would probably ignore it as they don't know if it's like a spam account. So I guess people think that Justin decided to send Jungkook a text, something like I love you so much. Jungkook would definitely be able to read and understand. But it didn't end there. There were a lot of people that thought a Justin collab would result in Justin using BTS for clout, or simply don't want BTS to work with Justin. Justin has been around for ages. He's not going anywhere. And similarly to how it's an honor to work with BTS, it's an honor to work with Biebs. And you can say whatever you want, but I am sure 99% of you, given the opportunity, would probably say yes to a collab with Justin. I think the possibility of said collab is so beautiful, and their voices would blend so nicely together that I can't wait to see if it actually happens. I think Justin might be seeing the smooth moves of Cookie Baby and deciding that he wants some of that magic in his collab, or wants that magic in his songs. Can you blame him? Jungkook on stage always creates magic, and recently he did a performance that people have been going nuts over. During a TV/radio performance on Sirius XM, BTS was performing Butter, and Jungkook thought, Jungkook style stylist, Jungkook's label, Mr. Not Bang PD, because he's not CEO anymore, decided it was okay for Jungkook to get on stage in a see-through shirt. He was of course wearing something on the outside. I think this was mainly to cover his tattoos, but inside he was wearing almost a netted shirt. Now if you're in K-pop for a long time, you definitely know how rare this is for idols in general, because they tend not to show any skin, and that's normal. Usually in labels they'll tell you that you should not show any skin or be careful about that, and that's usually to keep some decency, and also it's seen more as rude to do stuff like that. Things like upper thigh or bare back, abs, or even nipples are considered sensitive or private areas. So Cookie definitely does avoid doing anything like that in Korea, and when he even shows things like forehead, people freak out because it's a rare sight. Now just because it's frowned upon in Korea doesn't mean, one, they don't do it, but also they're not really promoting in Korea right now. And on platforms like SiriusXM, they can do whatever they want. Cookie woke up and chose violence that day and decided to kill us all in a see-through shirt. You saw none other than nipples, nips, milk things, but no milk. I think this is actually illegal, and it was put on the show by accident. There's no way I believe this was allowed, and it was just there to kill us all. I won't believe it. One person on the tweets that wrote, "I was so close to death." Close. I was on my deathbed. What are you guys doing still being alive and stuff? This ended me. I'm in heaven right now, and I am just recapping my experience of seeing Jungkook basically shirtless. I think BTS is getting bold. Since they're the owner of the label, they can pretty much do whatever they want. They also know that as an American audience probably wouldn't care if they saw Jungkook take his shirt off or saw nips. And by care, I mean care in a bad way. Most Americans will care, but they'll care in a way where they're freaking out about it and dying over it. Other people on the tweets that were saying, "See, no one was gonna tell me Jungkook wore a see-through shirt. He truly was out here double-cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon." Jungkook is definitely looking buff and big lately, which is very hot. I would love him no matter what body shape he is. I love all body shapes. But Jungkook does look really great, and it's even more hot when he knows that he's hot. I think Jungkook might be the only member that hasn't called himself ugly. And if he has, then I will be ready with my pitchforks, because who told him that and now he believes it? But like, Jungkook knows he's hot, and like, he's also humble about it. That makes him more hot. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it on the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that you can't really get over here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you like to see over there. Currently, there's about 400 videos that are already up on there. The moment you sign up, you'll have access to. We have a great time interacting with each other over there, as well as I do send out cards and also photo cards and all that over there as well. If you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. That video is on the front page and it's free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.